Good my guy. Here we busy getting ready to get going, and for both races you're gonna see today, I'm starting at the back of the grid, and up in front of me here I've got my first overtake coming up shortly, and there we go. Yeah, I see somebody there, and then there we go. We've already made a good few overtakes. I think that's what, 3 overtakes already. So here there's a bit of a cut, but just because that's boring. One of my friends over there in the barriers, and then there's the first person I overtook who spun out there. But I have been go-karting quite a bit more than everyone here, so here we approaching one of my favorite turns for overtaking, and here we go. Here I'm passing 2 people in 1 hairpin. Okay, we're heading through the chicane and over the start finish line. So now we're making our way back around again for the second time, and we're gonna take this corner pretty sharp. I did end up spinning or drifting a bit there, but I somehow or sort of saved it there. Here I'm slowly catching up to Luca, who was the birthday person basically, and that was whose party it was. So I pass him over there on that corner, and we head through the chicane once again to pass the start finish line. Okay, so here we see my potential next victim. There's Oliver. I pass him. He went a bit wide on that corner, and you might hear me laughing as I passed him, but that's just because he was teasing me and saying I was gonna lose to him. And then here we go. Here we see our first kart problem happening in this race, and I say first for a specific reason, which you would have seen in the thumbnail. So here we going up, and we just keep on catching up to the people in front, and then here we see another person in the barriers there, and remember that person there in that chicane. It is extremely important that you remember him there. So here we continuing, and we are just zooming, and at this point I'm starting to push or starting to get back into a groove. There we pass the person who was in front of me once again, and then here I am flying through these corners, absolutely ripping it, and no yellows are put out, everything's fine I'm thinking. So I'm going, and this is one of my fastest laps, so I was like, this is it. I turned the corner, and there's a whole bunch of people there. And then here, I'll let the clip play. So Luca got stuck in between the 2 of them, and he was accelerating without realizing. So, and then here you see my foot there. I'm busy pushing myself back on the tire a bit to try get out of this, because I want to go, bruh. I want to go. But I had to get pushed back, and then I just cut that out because I was sitting there for so long. And then here we go again. So the track is still under yellow because Luca's kart is there, and while we are on our lap, they are sorting him out, getting a new kart and all that as well. So here we just keep on going, and then here we are just taking all the corners nice and close to the apex, getting the line nice and spot on in a way. Then here I see the yellow, so I start slowing down a bit, and then I pass Luca there, and they haven't brought his new kart yet, but hey, so here's another jump to where they got his new kart. And then here, take note of that yellow and kaboom. So I saw the gap, and then I was not expecting that harsh turn over there, but we just keep on going. I had put up my hand there to say sorry, and at the end of this race you'll see his reaction. So then here we just keep on zooming, and nothing much is happening. So still under yellows at this point. I think they've got Luca out on track again, and I'm not entirely sure why it was still under yellows at this stage, but whatever. To be fair, we are approaching the end of the race very shortly, so at this point I've worked out in my head that there's probably not long left of the race. Here I pass Luca's father there, and I am going for a hot lap. I'm going as fast as I can. Got a bit of a drift going there, which isn't great, but whatever. I was mainly just having fun here. So we still going past, they checking Luca's kart, and I'm like, okay, so why is it yellow? I turn this corner, and there's the sign for the end of race. Pull into the pits. My friend's in front of me. There goes Luca, and there we go. And now we're gonna go and see what all ends up happening, and have a bit of a chat after the race. And
that was a mistake. I'm so sorry.
You guys are not taking this corner. He's like, what? Everything you guys are like, y'all go ram this man.
I did not mean to ram into him, by the way. Here we go, second race. And this GoPro angle isn't the greatest. So previously in this race, I had a different kart, and that kart was way too understeery, and I'm pretty sure the steering shaft thingy was broken. So here I feel my GoPro and felt that it was aiming down quite a bit, so I adjusted, and it ended up giving me one of my favorite angles that I wish I had the entire race for. So here I'm just taking all these corners, and in this kart I really battled in the chicanes area. Not sure if it was due to understeer or just the slightly different kart compared to the last kart, but whatever. So here we're gonna take this corner. Luca's dad's in front of me again, so I'm finding the gap. He goes wide, to leave me some space. I take a very sharp corner there. My cart bogs down a bit, but it's fine. I gain a bit of space on him, and I just keep on going. So here we've passing the start finish line again, and then here I think this one I slam into the barrier there, but not too bad. But there I was like, okay, I need to remember to go slower through there in this cart. I did not remember that, spoiler alert. So there I shout 3 on 1 for 3 on 1 corner, because I want to overtake 3 people, but that did not quite happen. But I did overtake 3 people in a very short sector of track, which I'm pretty happy with, and all of the overtakes were nice and clean overtakes as well. So then here ahead of me again is Luca, and here I am going. I get past him. I think he got a bit of wobbly steering there. I cut that bit out because it was so boring, and I did not want to see you guys to see how badly I smashed into the barrier there. Well, it wasn't quite a smash, but I hit the back of my cart. Let's just say that. So here I passed my friend Oliver, and then here I'm letting him go through because I want to do some teasing on him. And he like really bogged down there, but due to my slow speed and all that, I couldn't quite catch up to him super fast. Then here I am taking this corner, and then here I take a nice close turn, and then I look back to see the distance, and then after this I was debating whether or not to let him pass the game, but I was like, nah, you guys want to see more action than just me trading spots with one person. So then here, that time I went through the chicane somewhat decently, turned this corner, and then I see my next victim up ahead, and here I'm catching up, gaining some space, and zoom, there you go. So that was Luca's brother in the cart I had previously, which I honestly wish I had the same cart twice, but didn't end up happening like that. And I jumped to the end of race because there was literally nothing else exciting that happened. So here I turn around and see Oliver pull up behind me, and I just wave at him, and then here you see his reaction. He asks why I did that to him, and I didn't really hear that. I won both races, and then here the person who threw it at Luca told me to put it in at the end of video. Well, there we get a sneak peek, and that's it. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye for now.